Hello everybody, welcome back to another week of wrestling with me, the voice of reason, Dave Stevens, with him, the Tower of Power, Lee Hazel. We're the Legion of Boom and this is LOB Cast Wrestling. Today we're going to talk about Backlash. This
Saturday at Backlash.
Enough of take the piss. Yep, we're gonna talk about some Backlash and some other goings on in the wrestling world. But first we'll have to have some beers. Your turn, Lee. Go on, describe what beer. What have I got?
Yeah. So basically, I was like, right, what have we not had? And I noticed that there was a load of Polish beer that had suddenly invaded my local niche. So I'm just going to finish off this course. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to crack open the Polish beer. It's called Lech.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice.
I think it's Polish. Everything else on that shelf was.
Oh, not bad. I can taste the tin a bit on it.
Ooh.
We're drinking out of that can. I can taste the can a little
Yeah.
bit. But it's not as bad as like a Carlin.
No, not as bad as that, no.
The beer's a lot better than a Carlin. I mean, the tinny, because Carlin is renowned for its tin, isn't it? My sister drinks Carlin Black Label.
Oh, really?
Jesus. It's fucking weird, isn't it? Anyway.
I remember the first time I put my lips to Stella Artois out of a can, I almost threw up because I felt like I was drinking more metal than beer.
Yeah, it's like chewing on a penny.
And then the fact that I got absolutely wasted on it, I could not even smell a Stella for about 5 years without feeling physically sick.
Oh, well, now we've got our beer open. Before we get to Backlash, but while we've got the beer open, I want to raise we lost another member of the wrestling family since the last podcast, didn't we? We lost old Ted Turner.
Yeah.
So here's one for Ted.
Here's
one for Ted.
Old billionaire Ted.
Yeah, so for those of you who are a bit younger, Ted Turner was basically the reason for WCW being on the telly.
Yeah.
AEW's networks now, what is it, TNT, TBS, but he also done CNN, Cartoon Network, for those of you of a certain age who remember Cartoon Network, so that's all Ted Turner.
Yeah, that's all Ted Turner, yeah.
And, had he managed to keep hold of his company, we probably had a big wrestling landscape, probably look a lot different today.
Yeah. If you've been if you follow anybody who knows the history of Ted Turner, I definitely recommend giving them a listen because that guy led a fascinating life.
Yeah. Was it like AOL Time Warner merger? Was it
that
that one?
Yeah. That was what got it. Yeah,
then he lost he lost control a bit, so he didn't have the.
Yeah. So basically, he said while he was in charge of the TBS network, there would always be a home for professional wrestling on it. And there was while he was in charge of it. And then he lost control.
Business merger. He lost control. He weren't in charge of the board, and then that was it.
And that is the overarching reason why WCW is no longer a thing. Nothing to do with booking, nothing to do with losing money.
I mean, the booking, because Eric Bischoff was going to take it, weren't he?
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff had some investors who were going to take it, but because they didn't have the network to put it on, it was worthless. Yeah. Which is why Vince McMahon then swooped him and got it on the pennies on the pound, didn't he? Really?
Yep. And then he had this whole idea that he was going to do basically 1 hour of Raw a week and 1 hour of Nitro, and then put Nitro in Seattle, which famously not a southern city, which is what WCW's bread and butter was. No one in Seattle knew who the hell any of these people were.
That died with the infamous Buff Bagwell Booker T match as well.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was at Seattle. Yeah.
So anyway, to old Ted.
Ted.
So should we get on to? Should we talk about the topic in the thumbnail, because I pre-made the thumbnail. Oh, Backlash.
Yes,
Backlash.
The hangover to WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, there's only 5 matches, so I suppose we could go through the matches and try and remember what we've won. But I mean, overall show, it's a weird one, because I actually kind of enjoyed all the matches on this show. I didn't like the show.
Yeah, because I'll tell you why. It's such a B-level show. Yeah. It's so like they're asking you, right? Because here's the thing as well: 2 hours. This thing, I think that Raw was longer than this the last 2 weeks.
It didn't take me long to whiz through this at all.
And it's like, if you're gonna ask me to sit down and watch an extra 2 hours of wrestling a week, make it count. And apart from the main event, I don't think much of consequence happened at this show whatsoever.
Well, these were all like. I mean, the thing is, half of these matches are matches that should have been on WrestleMania or were on WrestleMania. But we got to the point now where I've just lost interest in them because the stories have either overstayed their welcome,
or we've lost key players.
Which I mean we'll get into when we go through the matches. So we'll just go through the 5 matches, shall we?
Yeah.
So the first one was Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins. The match itself I enjoyed, but this should have been on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The story was a WrestleMania story. Mm-hmm. Now I don't give a shit.
Yeah. And also Bron Breakker needing help to put away Seth Rollins does not, to me, scream the kind of Brock Lesnar-esque booking we've all been wanting Bron Breakker to have. We want Bron Breakker to look like he's this unstoppable force. And when Brock Lesnar was being touted as a future champion by WWE, he didn't need anybody's help. In fact, he was like kicking the asses of 2 people at the same time with absolutely no problems whatsoever. He one of his first matches in WWE, I think his first pay-per-view match, was him versus the Hardy Boys. And even though they cracked a chair over his head, he still beat them.
Yeah.
And here, Bron Breakker needs the help of 2 other people to put away Seth Rollins.
What they're doing with Obafemi at the moment is what they should have done with Bron Breakker 2 years ago.
Mm.
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, how long's he been on the main roster? Is it about 2 years?
It's about 2 years now.
Yeah. Why didn't he get that treatment when he came up? He was blatantly...
Why wasn't he immediately treated like this? Yeah.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. I mean, the match in itself was fine.
Mm.
It's just I'm over this storyline. I don't care. And now it's just continuing with Seth Rollins teaming up with the Street Profits and all that crap.
Was that on Raw?
Yeah. So, he came out and helped the Street Profits on Raw.
Yeah, so
so the Street Profits are now feuding with the rest of the division.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I really don't care.
No,
Joe Hendry's in that storyline as well. It's just like it's a mess.
We are in the WrestleMania to SummerSlam slump right now. Yeah. It's an annual thing. It happens all the time.
Yeah, this is the part of the year where I've just jizzed. I need a nap. There we go. That's the wrestling equivalent. That's what. The thing is, though, Backlash is normally a great show. Though Backlash is always historically.
Yeah. So Backlash. The thing with Backlash is it's always been. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't help it.
It's always been. WrestleMania is for the casuals. It's a big, bright, shiny disco ball of a show that's a lot of spectacle, and then Backlash comes along to remind the hardcore audience why they're there. Yeah. The fact that, okay, right, we gave one to everybody else, now we're giving one to you guys.
Yeah, this is normally where they have like the rematch for the WrestleMania matches. That's actually a better match, but without the silly celebrity endorsement or whatever.
Exactly, yeah. All of like the overbooking, and it's just a play. And honestly, like if you look at the times on all of these matches.
I mean, saying that's what we got with the next match.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
We got Trick Williams and Sami Zayn again in a match that was, when it was only about 13 minutes, but it was like double the length of their Mania match.
It was, but also, I think Sami Zayn's massively phoning it in right now, dude. Like, I think he could not give less of a shit right now.
I mean, the thing is, the only problem with this is I'd already seen it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I weren't really interested in seeing it again. Mm-hmm. The build-up, I am going to get into the build-up in a second. The rapper, that little yachty, that Trick Williams, they need to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Because he's not adding anything to Trick Williams.
He is taking away from Trick Williams.
Yeah, and Trick Williams is much better. But I will... The match was fine, though.
And they, we were talking earlier about like how these feuds have lost main players since WrestleMania. Where's the gingerbread man?
Look,
he died.
I need to say something about that because... So, the gingerbread man thing. So, I don't know if you watched the SmackDown prior.
I saw
with the whole
main event segment that was the gingerbread man.
But what I want to say is, so the show opened with the graphic and announcement that Ted Turner had passed away.
Yep.
And we finished the show with a funeral to a gingerbread man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought that was quite bad taste, to be fair. Like, honestly, I did. I thought surely you should have changed that segment to not be a funeral. To
not be a funeral, yeah. For a fucking confectionery.
Yeah,
I
thought that's something that you should have changed.
Ray Phoenix was crying over a fucking baked good.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped fast forwarding the backstage segments after a while. But I mean, the segment was fine in itself. The Trick Williams coming out and doing the funeral was it was a fine segment. I just thought, considering Ted Turner, like the show opened with in memory of Ted Turner, and then it finished on that, I was like, it's a bit.
Well, remember what WWE historically have thought of Ted Turner and how they have treated him in the past.
Yeah, it was a bit bad taste to me.
Do you know what the best thing?
It didn't offend me because I'm not a fucking snowflake weeb. But you know, to be fair, I thought, hang on a minute, that is a bit.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is though, is that like the best thing. I should have mentioned this earlier, but the best thing about Ted Turner, in my eyes, is that he brought out a book that was basically just one gigantic, like, stabbing in the back of all of his enemies. He just, like, laid out all of the ammunition and then just left the room. He didn't mention Vince McMahon once. And Vince McMahon had created in his head this idea that those two were like mortal enemies.
Oh, no.
And Ted Turner had not thought about him in 30 years.
I don't think Ted Turner gave a shit about fucking
Vince
McMahon, to be fair. But yeah, so that was Trick Williams.
Yeah, that was Trick Williams.
It was a fine match.
It was an okay match, but
I didn't need to see a rematch of it. And I don't like Sami Zayn. He pisses me off.
Oh, does he?
His character, I mean, he's a good wrestler, but his character pisses me off.
I mean, there was one point in time where a Sami Zayn pay-per-view match was an event, and it was something that like people would really get excited for. And unfortunately, I think those days are over.
Yeah, now I fast forward him most of the time. I watch SmackDown now.
Right, so we might mention this later, but there is reports that somebody in WWE who was a heavily pushed star got asked to take a 50% pay cut or leave. And apparently one of those people could have made a lot of money if they'd left and gone to AEW. And they decided to stay with WWE. And I got a horrible feeling that that person is Sami Zayn.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get on to some of that later because obviously we had other people leave, didn't we? So, since the last episode. The next match, Danhausen and The Miz and Kit Wilson.
Right, so Danhausen...
And mystery partner.
Yes. Danhausen and mystery partner defeated The Miz and Kit
Wilson.
Wilson.
Now, this was both a disappointment and something I enjoyed simultaneously because I wanted a decent mystery partner. And then we got a little person.
I wanted to do a preview of this so badly because I was going to rant and rave about how people thought that this was going to be CM Punk.
I never thought it was going to be CM Punk.
Who the hell genuinely thinks this is going to be CM Punk and still thinks that they have a mind fit for living in polite society? Like the Copium Man.
I mean, CM Punk would have been fun.
CM Punk would have been fun, but also he ain't like... He wants main event attention. He ain't like devolving himself into this childish kiddie shit because that will devalue him, and that is the last thing that he wants.
I don't think he's got much value anymore anyway.
No.
But still, but then, so rather than a mystery partner a la CM Punk or something, we've got a little person, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, they brought out, like, so there was a segment earlier on in the day where Kit Wilson said something along the lines of, the only way you're gonna get a mystery partner, anyone to team with you,
is if you do it. Yeah, so he cloned himself on like SmackDown or whatever it was, wasn't he? So yeah, so it was a clone and it was a mini Danhausen, and it turned out to be rather fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I think this guy's worked in WWE before, apparently, weren't he? Like the guy that was dressed as a bull.
Yeah, so like he's done
Hornswoggle.
Yeah, he used to fight Hornswoggle. Apparently he's done a lot of work with like AAA and stuff like that. Yeah. One of my favourite matches back in the day. So the first ever pay-per-view that I ever saw was Royal Rumble 98. And for some reason, and I've not seen this on any other WWE show, especially not in the 90s, but there was a triple threat match.
With a load of minis.
With a load of minis, yeah. Like, six-man tag. Yeah,
they used to do it a lot in the 80s.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot in the 80s.
There was WrestleMania 1 had Hillbilly Jim and a bunch of little people versus a bunch of other little people.
Yeah, I do like the little people in the wrestling. It's quite fun.
And it's fun, yeah. It's really good fun. It's hilarious.
People might say it's derogatory to them, I think it's inclusive.
Yeah.
That's why I don't agree. It's inclusive.
And yeah, like Miz and Kit Wilson are the two perfect foils for this kind of cartoon shenanigan. But at the same time, this is a fifth of the matches that is on a pay-per-view card.
It was probably the most entertaining thing on the show, though. Let's be honest.
It was the most entertaining.
I
thing
like
on the show.
silly shit like this stuff.
Oh, I don't
and this
mind
is what
it,
I see. For WWE, this is great. I like this shit. This was good. So I had fun with it. But that's what I mean. It's not like something like... I mean, I know they're PLEs now, but can you imagine if that was... I mean, they're not pay-per-views anymore, but you wouldn't be paying $50 to watch that, would you?
Like, and, you know, right now, it's $30 a month for the service in America for where they get this from, and that's 3 times as expensive as Peacock was.
Yeah.
And if this was the kind of output that you... Like, I'm sure... their PLEs were bigger, longer, and had more matches on it when it was Peacock.
I mean, honestly, if this wasn't included in my Netflix subscription,
no,
I wouldn't be watching.
If they,
if I had to buy another service just to watch this, I wouldn't be.
I know, like if they decide to go to Hulu or something like that, then I'm sorry, but I am out. In fact,
Hulu's on Disney Plus. I've got Disney Plus anyway, so I'd watch it on.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
Hulu's Disney Plus in over here. It's the same.
Okay, if they went to Paramount or something.
Yeah. Something like that. I wouldn't do that.
I didn't realise you got Hulu on Disney Plus.
Yeah, they merged.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good for me.
Well, Disney Plus over here.
Yeah.
You had it was like a thing called Star, so you had all the adult programs which were Hulu programs.
Okay.
But now they've just called it Hulu.
Yeah.
And it's just rolled into one. It's just one app.
Ooh,
so you get all Hulu programs on Disney Plus.
Then I might be able to watch Doom Patrol, which is something that I've had my eye on that I've never.
I think Doom Patrol. Is that a DC thing?
Yeah, but it's like a very kind of like off-brand DC thing.
I don't know if that's on it. Because a lot of the DC stuff isn't. Because the DC wouldn't have been on Hulu if it's owned by Disney, would it? Wouldn't that have been an HBO Max thing?
Oh yeah, no, I might be getting those.
Which apparently you can get over here now anyway.
Yeah.
But anywho, back to actual wrestling because we did get some wrestling in the next match. Io Sky versus Asuka.
Yeah, I think
best match on the show.
Easily by some margin.
The only problem I had with this is again at this point in the story, I don't care.
Yep.
This should have been a WrestleMania match.
Yep.
It should have had Kairi Sane involved in the story. I mean, to be honest, Io Sky should have been, and this should have been like with Rhea Ripley and the tag team stuff and all that, and it all got changed because of the Bella Twins, and one of them was injured anyway.
Yep.
What a load of bullshit. Honestly.
And the thing that really, really gets me about, like, when people defend this match being on Backlash is that they all go like, oh, well, if it was on WrestleMania, it would have had 10 minutes less. And I'm like, that isn't a defence of WWE. That is you basically saying that if they put this match on the biggest show of the year, then it won't get treated with the reverence that deserves. And that is a big problem in itself.
Yeah.
Why is WWE not giving the best matches and the best feuds the proper time on the biggest show of the year?
They had 2 shows that were like 3 and a bit hours each. They had plenty of time to put this match on. It's their choice whether they want to put ads on instead of wrestling.
Same thing as last year. They took off the multi-man ladder match, the 4-way tag team match for the
They put it on SmackDown, didn't they?
Yeah, they put it on SmackDown, and people were like, "Oh, well, it would have got lost in the shuffle if it was on WrestleMania."
No, it would have been the best match on the card.
It would have been the best match on the card. It was one of the only matches in that year I was considering for my top 10 of the year.
The fact that it was on WrestleMania, you would have probably thought a lot higher of the match in itself.
Exactly.
Just for the fact that it was on WrestleMania.
And also, let us not fucking forget, WrestleMania 41 was shit. And it needed a match like that to elevate it.
Yeah, it was wank. And then we got to the main event. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu.
Glad I rewatched this earlier on because, good lord, I could not remember a thing.
I don't remember anything. I remember Roman Reigns blatantly cheated again.
Yes. And
not got disqualified. It was just like, what?
I am almost certain that the referee was supposed to have looked away from that, but there was a bit of an awkward moment, and he decided that, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to get away with looking away from it. I've just got to do quote unquote referee's discretion.
I should have just had a no DQ match or something stupid.
Yeah.
But they continue with this storyline. I mean, I don't remember a lot about the match, to be honest.
Right, so the story with this match is that Jacob Fatu...
Oh, I know the story going in. I mean, like the actual match. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're explaining for the listeners, sorry.
Yes.
You know when you're just talking about a match that I'm not too keen on? It's just like, I digress. Yes, obviously, there are people listening to this. Sometimes I forget. That's why it's such a good...
Did we even mention in the last match the fact that Kairi Sane wasn't there?
We did mention it. We mentioned that she was missing.
Yeah,
I'm sure we did.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like this show, I'm so uninterested in what is going on with this stuff.
It's like a PLE should be a climactic event where storylines end and stories get satisfying conclusions, and this just was not that. This felt like Raw 2.5.
I think the problem with these things is, like, they're PLE, so they come in with whatever subscription, wherever you get your wrestling.
Yeah.
So you're not paying your $40, $50 or whatever it is.
So that's devaluing them.
Well, it's devaluing. But the thing is, surely, as a company, you should still strive to put on a product that someone would willingly pay $40 to $50 to watch.
Yep, and I don't think... If you are a wrestling fan in ESPN and you're watching this, you must be thinking to yourself, what the fuck have we paid £1 billion for? We've paid £1 billion for Danhausen and Minihausen versus The Miz and Kit Wilson.
It's the advertising revenue, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, you know, when people pay for a AEW PLE, like, I don't know how much they are, they're probably about $40, $50, which is what? Which in... It's about 20 quid in... Oh, no, that would work out about 30 quid in UK money. Whereas we were paying about 20 quid. We get them a lot cheaper. But that's because we're not willing to... No one would pay 30 quid for a pay-per-view over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, like, when AEW's on, I am happy to pay my £20 for that evening's entertainment.
Yep.
Like, it is a bargain for that evening's entertainment. 20 quid for, like, 5 hours of non-stop wrestling.
For around about a dozen matches.
For a dozen matches.
Many of which will just be the two people in that ring going balls to the
and we're
fucking
psychos,
wall.
so we watch it like, well, you watch it over 2 nights. I normally watch it in one go. But I could eat worth of entertainment out of that if I divvied it up.
Absolutely, yeah. I just, like it. Anyway, so, right. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. The story here is that Jacob Fatu keeps bringing out
that Tongan death grip.
The Tongan death grip, which gets contextualized in WWE as something that is not a wrestling move. That is something that you do in a bar fight at 3 o'clock in the morning when a bunch of people are around you with knives and you're gonna die, so you want to take one with you or something like that.
But so that's what they like mentioned it in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't conveyed that in the ring. Because if that was the case, if that's what they're trying to sell this Tongan death grip as, surely Jacob Fatu should have put it on him and that should have been it.
Yeah, like Roman Reigns was in the Tongan death grip on about 3 separate occasions for several minutes at a time, and kind of nothing really happened. He still fucking won the match.
What they should have done is they could have brawled around the ring, gone up somewhere, put the Tongan death grip on in the crowd, and then had to drag Roman Reigns back to the ring, and then by the time Roman Reigns he recovers, they could have had him out for like a few minutes, trying to get him back to the ring to pin him.
And also,
ridiculous.
There's a big angle after the match, which is a godsend for Jacob Fatu, because I think the ending of the match itself kind of buries Jacob Fatu a little bit.
I can't even remember what happened at the end.
He's basically got Roman Reigns absolutely on the ropes. Roman does another cheat, gives him a spear, and the pin that Roman Reigns does to Jacob Fatu is so fucking weak. It was a weak pin, It didn't even hook the leg. I was like, right, Jacob, get your shit in after this. Yeah. Because you're like, I don't, whatever.
It's not a good story.
I think they're cousins. Yeah, your cousin's fucking done you dirty there, mate.
Yeah, it's not good. It's boring. The Tongan death grip isn't so... But the thing is, I mean, in this day and age, how can you sell a finisher as deadly when you've got so many false finishes and kickouts of finishers? I don't mind a false finish, but that's where you have, like, secondary moves. You know what I mean? You'd have your finishing move, but you'd have everyone had a secondary move. You know what I mean? Your Hardy Boys had the Swanton Bomb and the Twister. You had the Rock Bottom and the People's Elbow.
Because sometimes you couldn't realistically do one of those things on another person.
Exactly. But to just kick out of he's done in 4 F5s on him, or oh my god, he speared him 6 times. It's like, no. Spear him once. Kick out of Superman punches. Don't kick out the spear.
Exactly.
Simple. Or vice versa. Pick one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It frustrates me when people say that, other people in other companies don't, like WWE fans going, no one knows how to sell anymore, man. Like,
I mean, AEW do the same thing.
Yeah,
with
they do the same thing. But people are awfully quiet about the fact that in main events in WWE, it takes something like 7 or 8 different finishers to take out your opponent, and a lot of the time these people kick out one.
I like the fact, like Kenny Omega protects his finisher.
Yeah,
some of these finishers need to be protected. You know, or you should have things like, why not the Tongan Death Grip be that, you don't, what is it, the Tiger Driver that Will Ospreay uses?
Yeah.
You don't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, why can't this Tongan Death Grip be treated in that thing? He's used it, it's over. Because he's,
They were trying to build it up before the match, and then the match happened, and it's like all of the mystery and all of the image of that move, it's just been destroyed.
You just goozled him.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's like, what? Oh, you just tickled my chin. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I remember that complaint people used to have about the mandible claw. Why doesn't he just bite the fingers?
Oh, yeah, it was just the thing though. I enjoyed the matches, but the storylines and stuff going into it, it was just a pants show. It just weren't, and then, I mean, you can also moan about the advertisements. I fast forwarded all the shit, so it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
But, it's just not, it's not
good.
No, it's like, what am I reporting on? We're doing a podcast and I'm reviewing a show that is just like,
Yeah. Like, this should be,
I mean, our next podcast is will the AEW show have happened by then?
Yeah.
That will be a much better podcast.
Yep.
I mean, well, it depends. Do you like us whinging or do you just like us talking about wrestling? You know what I mean? I mean, it's...
I mean, and this is the thing as well, I'm unfortunately away next week. So the idea that I'm going to... It probably will have to be the first day, because otherwise I'm just not going to be able to see it.
It's fine by me. Yeah. But, it's just, this is not worth... Mm-hmm. This is not worth... I mean, we'll get into our Wrestle Club and stuff later. But this is just not worth it. And another thing, see, I want to segue into this as well, because... Roman Reigns is the champion. Now, I was having a think the other day, so we'll finish the Backlash review. Quick, overall, your thoughts. Give us a star rating on Backlash.
2.5.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
If that. Fucking...
Not an unenjoyable show, but a very inconsequential.
I think this might be a bit better one if you watch it back a year later, when nothing, you're not taking any of the storylines into context. You're like, oh, that's a fun match. That's a fun. You know what I mean? But as story it was just shit. But one thing that I was thinking about this is now discount NXT and Ring of Honor. AEW has got more men's single titles than WWE, than Raw and SmackDown combined, right? Yet I still know who the top guy is on AEW. So Cody Rhodes was a top guy. He beat Roman Reigns. He faced John Cena at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns has now got a world title. Now Roman Reigns is a top guy.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like Cody Rhodes is a top guy anymore as soon as Roman Reigns won this.
Right. So
this two championship thing, especially now, because at the moment, because obviously in the early 2000s, when you had the brand split, and it was a brand split, you had a SmackDown roster and a Raw roster. 2 champions seemed fitting, but because everyone is so cross-pollinating on their shows at the moment. Why have we got 2 men's champions?
I don't know.
I know we introduced one just because Roman Reigns was a part-timer. But then if your champion's not there, don't put the fucking belt on them.
Yeah.
Don't put belts on part-timers. Or put belts on part-timers. Don't put it on them for 2 years.
Yeah.
If you're going to put it on a part-timer, put it on for the 3 months that they're actually working, and then they can fuck off again.
So do you remember when Roman Reigns a few weeks ago said that you are going to see me all summer?
Yeah.
And now, apparently... he's been taken off of all of the advertising for all of the shows that run through June. Because apparently, a lot of people have speculated, like his deal's coming to an end, he's renegotiated, or they were like they weren't willing to spend the money on the extra appearances.
Yeah.
My theory is a lot more simple than that. I think that Roman Reigns just does not want to do the Night of Champions pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia.
Probably.
Because there is a war on, and why would you want to go to the Middle East right now?
Exactly. It's fair enough. But then they could just take the title off him before then. I'm not being funny. I mean, at the moment, I don't know if they were planning on Darby Allin being the champion for a long time, but reports is MJF's gone to film a movie and stuff.
No, apparently
he going?
Apparently, the whole film thing was just somebody on the internet making up bollocks.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even if that was true, you take the title off them. Why they fuck off?
Yeah.
And then give it back to them when they come back.
Yeah.
You can have someone with a title for 3 or 4 months and have a shock change or something. It's just that Cody Rhodes feels like an afterthought now because Roman Reigns has got a belt.
And well, here's the thing as well. Like, they made Cody Rhodes take a full frontal, that punt kick to the face that Randy Orton does. And yet, despite the fact that they made him take a punt kick, which clearly fucking hurt him, because he ain't been basically
that they made him. That WWE made him do.
Well, no. But pitched it and he's done it because he's a good soldier.
Yeah.
So like they've scripted him to take this punt kick. It's clearly hurt him. Why? And Randy Orton is also hurt. So neither of them are big players right now.
Yeah.
They are both, like Roman Reigns was even saying it before. That championship that he currently holds was the one that they introduced because he was away all of the time.
Yeah.
And so he was like, right, this championship was brought to dim my shine. Yeah. Like, so now I have come along and I have made this the most important championship.
Which it is, because he's got it. It seems more important than Cody Rhodes' one.
Yep, absolutely.
It really does.
That championship is not on this card whatsoever. And I don't think it's going to be on the next one.
You need one champion. You need to... Who's the guy? There's one guy. It's unless you're going to actually have... Because, I know who the top guy on NXT is, because he's the NXT champion. Mm-hmm. Because NXT is separate to this. Mm-hmm. If Raw and SmackDown are separate, you can have 2 champions, but they're not separate. The Street Profits are on Raw now. Last time I saw them, they were on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. Gunther, who's been a Raw guy for the last year and a half, turns up and is now fighting Cody Rhodes on SmackDown. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So they're just like, one champion. You can do one champion.
Yeah.
You just have to present your mid-card titles better. AEW do a good job of that, of making that... Because I'd argue that the TNT title is the workhorse title, like the US title.
Yeah.
But you've got that international championship, which is, and things like that. It's just, you need to have one champion. Yeah. Sorry, it's just stupid.
I am also going to say there is a big flaw with how we've just reviewed Backlash. We've got the match list in front of us, but it's the one off of Wikipedia. So it's missing a very, very, very important segment of the Backlash show.
What the fuck happened on that show that I'm missing? What am I missing, Lee? What else happened on that show?
The John Cena World Shaking
announcement. Fucking hell. Yeah, let's talk about that. Nearly forgot about that.
I am going to allow you to talk about this for a bit, introduce it to the audience, tell them what this whole thing is, and then I am going to give what I think is going to be a bit of a hot take.
Right, so John Cena has announced the John Cena
Classic.
John Cena Classic, which there's a bit of I don't think it's a tournament. Some people think it's a tournament. I think it's going to be a series of matches with NXT people and main roster stars, but basically kind of like his retirement show on the thing.
Yeah.
But then he's also going to have a title where it's just, regardless of whether they kayfabe win or lose, the crowd are just going to vote for someone to be a champion.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense, because I heard a really good thing.
Was this the Lance Storm thing?
The Lance Storm thing. Yeah. Who did I... Because I didn't hear it from Lance Storm. It was someone else that mentioned it. But so you've got... Like, as Lance Storm said, you've got 2 guys going into a ring they're predetermined who's going to win, so they work to that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now, people are just going to start getting their with this, because they want the people. Because obviously, it's the fans are going to vote here.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, the fans are going to vote for people who are going to get their shit in.
So the winner of the John Cena Classic is not predetermined.
No, so it's just going to be whatever guy manages to get over. So you're going to have guys, which obviously everyone wants to get over, and you want to get over in defeat and stuff. But at times, there is a thing where you fucking do the job to get the other guy over, not yourself. Mm-hmm. I mean, really, the great wrestlers get themselves over and their opponent.
Yeah.
But you're just going to have guys who are they're all going to be in it for themselves. They're all going to be getting their fucking shit in.
Because they're all going to want you to vote for them.
You're going to have matches with no fucking psychology.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to get. You're going to have a list of matches with no psychology. It's not going to help the young wrestlers, because they're going to look stupid, because their matches are just going to be spot fests, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I like a spot fest. I don't want a whole card of spot fests.
Exactly,
though.
yeah.
Right. I want a match. Give me your big ladder match. Give me your Young Bucks match, or your 6-man tag match, which is the big spot fest. I don't want to see a card of spot fests. This is going to be shit.
Right.
Every time they've had a fan vote this bollocks, it's always been shit as well.
Taboo Tuesday,
Cyber Sunday.
Mm-hmm. The
Maven Huffman.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I like Maven. I like his YouTube.
Yeah. What was that thing that TNA used to do?
Hey guys, Maven here.
What was that thing?
So I did that. I did the hand thing that he does as well. For you audio listeners, I did the hand, because he does this with his hands. Then he does the hand gestures. I do like a Maven video.
Right. So my take on this is that I think this is actually low-key genius.
Do you?
Well, and here's the reason why.
Can you smell burnt toast by any chance? I think you're having a fucking stroke.
Mate, we are not talking about a fucking wrestling company. We are talking about WWE, which is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week B2B content creation engine. That's what they are. And here's the thing that I've been racking my brain about for the last few weeks, trying to figure out why it is that fans across the world pay 4 figures to sit in the nosebleed seats for this company. And the thing that I have come to realise is that what they want from their wrestling events is they want to be included in the show. They get involved in the entrances. The most over wrestlers are the ones that have the biggest, most elaborate entrance that allows fan participation. They are the ones who get the fans to chant all of their shit. If you don't give the fans something to chant for 2 minutes, they will begin chanting what at you? Something that even top players like Roman Reigns and CM Punk have had chanted at them in the last few months. And so now, WWE has given you the opportunity to become a part of a wrestler's narrative. Not only do I believe that the loser in these matches is going to get, you're going to have the exhibition matches, the ones between the NXT guys and the WWE guys. And one of the losers is going to be the one that gets the title. And not only do I believe that is going to happen, I believe that is going to happen by design.
Yeah, but also, how is this title going to be defended? Is it just going to be another night of classics and then they just pick someone else?
I think it's going to be like a trophy. It'll be like a trophy.
Yeah, it'll be like the Continental Classic, won't it? Someone just walks around with it and it's never really defended.
Unless it's just a series of matches where you have a fight against somebody and
we just say, "Oh, we liked him tonight."
Yeah. And here's the thing, but that's the thing.
But why not just have why not just have the thing and then have a vote at the end and say that this guy won tonight? Why create a whole title? Maybe give him a trophy or something. But
the thing is that you die hard, most parasocially, indebted, Arrested Development, codependent WWE person is going to love this because this is going to allow them to become part of their favourite wrestler's story.
Well, the thing is, though, if this is an attempt to get fans back into the show, here's how you get fans back into the show. You lower your fucking ticket prices.
Yep.
Because how can a fan get into the show when he's sitting right up the back? Because the first 20 rows are fucking occupied by richos and corporate types.
Yep.
That's why the fans can't get into it, because they're not there in the action.
What was it?
You watch the Attitude Era. You watch an Attitude Era match. The fans are rabid.
Yeah.
They're rabid. The wrestlers can go in the crowd and the fans are rabid. AEW have got better fans. Like, I mean, to be honest, the fans ain't like they used to be. I mean, they used to be but an ECW crowd.
Yeah. Feral.
And mid-Attitude Era crowd, they're feral.
When they said, if this person wins, we riot, we fucking believed it.
And you've got to recreate that. That's what you need to recreate. The feral fan. You need to get your diehard fans in and amongst the action. Fucking people tweeting about it. Often people are going to be people at home tweeting about it, not the people in the building. You want to be catering to the people in the building.
Yeah.
You want to get them hyped up because I mean when we get to our Wrestle Club, the crowd on the match I picked, it was just fucking phenomenal. It's I mean, flash photography. The lack of flash photography don't help either. But,
damn phones.
I mean,
the only thing,
it's ticket prices, because normal people aren't going to these events, and they ain't taking their kids, and they ain't.
The other thing that is the speculation with this JC Classic is that the only way you're going to be able to vote is if you buy into this Club WWE thing that they've got going on, which is going to be like a subscription service to get bonuses as a fan of WWE.
It's just
the nickel and diming in this.
They're gonna lose people. They're gonna lose the diehard fans eventually.
I mean, they are taking right now the same sort of road that boxing took in the 90s, where it became a pay-per-view sport, which meant that kids couldn't watch it. So therefore, like when it comes to about
so then they'll start watching MMA online and stuff. Yeah, that's it. You're gonna get people that if you lose your diehard, if WWE loses their diehard fans, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Because they haven't got casual fans. I don't care what TKO are doing. They don't have casual fans.
I don't think there's any such thing as a casual fan when it comes to
wrestling.
WWE.
Not really. I don't think there's any casual fans when it comes to wrestling anymore. There's too much. It's not like the 90s where you flip it. You had we only had 5 channels. I mean, I know America with their cable had more.
Yeah.
But it weren't like then where you had to watch it live because you couldn't stream it later. You couldn't stream it 2 hours later. You had to watch it.
Yeah.
So you watched it and everyone watched it.
Yeah.
And it was in the cultural zeitgeist. Now it's just like, WWE, I'll just watch it later.
Yeah.
I'll watch it tomorrow and whiz through it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then people have you've got there's so many other forms of entertainment now.
Yeah.
And this just doesn't compete with a lot of things. Only you have to be interested to watch in wrestling to be watching wrestling.
Yeah. And let's face it, with all of the adverts and all of the fucking pablum that they've got in between the matches, all of these fucking things, it's better to watch it at a later date and not watch it live anyway, because you can fast forward for it.
Fast forward it all, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to watch adverts.
No.
Do you know what I mean? They're the worst thing in the world.
What else have we got to talk about?
Well, we've got Wrestle Club, but there is one bit of news that I do have to talk about, because you sent me a thing today about the old lawsuit.
Yes. Ooh.
So how are we doing for time?
We're doing all right for time. I don't think we're anywhere.
We'll get into the lawsuit and then probably...
Yeah, we're nowhere near an hour, yeah.
We'll get to the lawsuit and then we'll finish up with some Wrestle Club, I suppose. But the lawsuit... So apparently AEW is suing Triller TV for just shy of $5 million for unpaid... pay-per-view
revenue.
Yeah, that's a shocker. Well, it's not a shocker.
No,
I'm not surprised, because I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of any Americans listening probably won't know, but so we used to watch AEW on AEW Plus through Triller TV.
Yes,
and as soon as my AEW thing came along, we switched over. We're both we paid for the year package.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't long before the AEW Plus stopped showing Dynamite live.
Yep. And
it's very recently they've stopped showing it at all.
Yep.
They stopped new subscribers, and now they've stopped it at all. So it's also all the AEW Dynamite stuff is no longer an 8. So everyone had to everyone international had to switch over to AEW. But now it's come out that Triller TV hasn't paid AEW for all the pay-per-views and stuff they've been showing. Instead, they funneled it into other parts of their business. And so now they're getting sued for $5 million. So, I mean, this is... I said to you that the AEW stuff was funding Triller.
Yeah.
It was the only thing that they had. Triller is pretty much done for. I think at this point,
MLW does all right, but it ain't giving them the revenue that they've got to keep a streaming service going.
No.
TNA, apparently you could watch TNA through Triller.
I know you could buy the pay-per-views. I don't think you could watch the weekly show.
I'm so confused by even just what TNA is in this country anymore.
Yeah, I don't even know where to watch it.
It was the biggest wrestling brand in Great Britain at one point.
Yeah, but it was on the wrestling channel. It was on free to watch.
Yeah.
Which is why AEW is so...
Yeah.
I mean, I know ITV plays it delayed.
Yeah.
But then again, that's not a big thing, because in the Attitude Era, we always watch Monday. I remember watching Raw on a Friday.
We would never watch Raw because,
when I first got back into wrestling in 98, something like that, Raw was on Friday night on Sky.
I didn't watch.
I'd go around Kevin's house and watch it. Yeah. But then saying that,
you can't introduce characters like that without a little.
Oh, but my mate Kevin is that's for another time. But there was no SmackDown then either, so you could watch Raw on a Friday and then still watch a pay-per-view, which is one thing I really don't like about the delay on ITV, because I can't watch Collision before a pay-per-view.
I am so fucked. ITV had the opportunity to do something really cool with AEW, and they could have even had the biggest brand. I still think that WWE outdraws AEW in the UK, but if ITV...
Well, now it's on Netflix, it does, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, massively, yeah. But if ITV, when WWE was on BT Sports, just played it live and allowed you to watch it straight afterwards without having you to wait from Wednesday till Friday.
Well, see, the thing is, when it first aired, it was available on the iPlayer Thursday evening at 6 o'clock. Now, if they kept it like that, that would be fine, because I normally watch Dynamite the next day anyway.
Yeah.
So that's fine for British people, because most of us, we're not watching it live. We watch it the next day because we've got jobs, So... What, if it's not, but I mean, I know it's different licenses and stuff. I mean, to be honest, I prefer it I preferred it on the Triller than watching it on ITV anyway.
Yeah.
But when it's
now I prefer watching it on AEW.
But when it's 3 days delayed, and you want to watch the pay-per-views, you can't watch Collision before a pay-per-view. Yeah. And then I know nothing majorly happens
on Collision. And ITVX has got fucking adverts on it anyway.
Yeah, but if it was free, I don't mind the adverts. It's free. But the thing is, as a person who's into it, I want to watch the shows before I watch the big pay-per-view.
Exactly.
So I need to I want to watch Collision. You know what I mean? Even when we go to All In and stuff on the Sunday, I get up in the morning and I watch Collision from the night before we go.
Yeah.
You know, it's why I'm fucking tired all the time.
The only good thing that ITV does with AEW is that the London show that they do every year, they do put that on almost live.
Yeah.
And they do have that on pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
Because I've got every single one of those London shows
does
on
help.
my
Being
Sky
on
Plus.
free-to-view TV does help. You know. Especially your viewership. And I don't know if it brings in much revenue, but obviously. But yeah, so Triller looked like you're in trouble. I mean, we knew that anyway. But to be honest, I'm quite happy with watching it on my AEW. I've had no issue with that. The stream quality has been better.
Yeah.
Fair enough, they don't have all the Dynamites and that on there. They don't have Rampage and that on there.
Yeah.
Or the what was it, the Battle for the... I mean, I won't go watch the Battle for Bills. But then AEW do a very good job of putting classic matches on their YouTube channel anyway.
Yeah.
So a lot of the best matches you want to watch. But the pay-per-view library is growing every month. It's been growing.
So
a lot.
I think just before they bring out the new Double or Nothing,
all the Double or Nothings
will be on there.
So by the end of the year, all the pay-per-views should be on there, I would have thought. Which is fine, which is great.
Oh, good lord! Yeah,
and they put and you can watch Ring of Honor if you so choose. I've had a flick through some and watched the odd bit of us. It's like watching AEW.
I usually watch the Bandito match, and that's pretty much
something like that. Yeah,
the Bandito and the Athena, and
or like some Billy Starks or something like that if she's fighting someone interesting.
Maybe the pure title.
Yeah, the pure stuff. Bit of maybe Diana Perazzo or something like that. Yeah, it depends on what you're into.
we've just gone like, oh yeah, no, we'll watch a little bit of them ROH, and then I think we've just basically covered all of ROH.
To be honest, I'll normally whiz through it and I'll put one match on.
Yeah.
Because I just haven't got time to watch that. Because even now, I've started with all the call-ups. I whiz through NXT now. I've stopped watching that full. I don't like it anymore.
No, it's not the program.
It's bad. There's some good people. There's a couple of good people.
Yeah.
There's a girl called Kendall Gray. I think she's fantastic. But other than that, Tatum Paxley has been good. She's been good for a while. But I mean, she's got nothing really going on. But I mean, on the men's side, there's nothing really to.
Angelo, that's your champion right now.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no one.
Yeah,
A lot of them are like LFGs and Evolve call-ups now, and it's not good.
Ethan Page has moved on.
He's on SmackDown.
So is Ricky Saints.
Oh, Ethan Page is on Raw. Ricky Saints is on SmackDown.
Yeah, and those two are your basic, like, those were your guys.
Exactly.
And yeah, now I don't see the stars. I don't see the stars in NXT.
No, exactly. There's no one. Kendall Gray is about the only one.
Yeah.
I think she's really good. I think she'll probably be called up next year easily. She'll be NXT champion this year.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, other than that wrestling news, obviously we had some more releases. The New Day left.
Was that?
That was after the podcast. Yeah, that came out.
Jesus, I didn't even realise.
I think.
That, yeah.
I mean, I won't go into much. I think they're definitely AEW bound when
they're good friends with Kenny Omega.
Yeah,
and
they're definitely going to be in AEW. So that's good. So we might have the New Day versus the Young Bucks All In.
I will.
If that is within the time.
It's ridiculous. I would have told you when the Motor City Machine Guns got released, and this is completely like.
Yeah, you said Motor City Machine Guns versus Young Bucks All In, didn't you? And I said no, they're not. I would say there's more chance of New Day versus Young Bucks.
And yeah, don't get me wrong, absolutely fantastic. I would like to see that very much. I would like to see the Motor City Machine Guns versus Young Bucks even more. But I am, it's like I feel so bad for the Machine Guns because basically the second that this happened with New Day, everyone forgot the Machine Guns existed.
Yeah. I do like Machine Guns. We should get onto some Wrestle Club.
Yes.
I actually was prepared this week.
Oh, was you? I'm actually prepared myself, but I don't know whether or not it's on YouTube, so this might just be a bit of a...
Right, so obviously given Backlash, I thought, Backlash, what classic Backlash match. So I was going to go with Randy Orton versus Cactus Jack from 2004.
Oh, that's a good one.
But then I realised we already recommended that one last year. It's already in the fucking playlist, so I've had to pick a new one. So that is on the playlist. I might even put that in the doobly during the description so you could rewatch it again. So my official pick this year, this time, will be Rock and Stone Cold from Backlash 1999 in the main event.
Oh,
a rematch from WrestleMania 15. It's not the greatest match in the world. I enjoy it more than the WrestleMania 15 match.
Yeah.
It is far sillier and more attitude. It is pure attitude era carnage.
Yeah. So, like, this is one of the things that Backlash has almost certainly done throughout the years. The match has almost certainly been better.
This was definitely better than my opinion. But yeah, Rock, Stone Cold, Shane McMahon, the special guest referee. It's shenanigans galore. All over the arena. It's rabid. I mean, we were talking about rabid crowds earlier. Yeah. This is a rabid crowd.
The two biggest stars of the biggest era in modern wrestling.
It's so good. It's so stupid. And probably one of my most favourite spots as a teenager is in this match. Have you seen this match?
Yeah, but
there's a spot where The Rock grabs a video camera, one of the cameras, and he's on the thing, and then he gets stunned for a time. It's just ridiculous. It's one of my. It just tickles me every time I see it. It's so good. It's one of my favourite Backlash matches.
Right.
So that is my official pick.
Okay, so I am going to say you have got AEW Plus, and this is only going to be available for AEW Plus. Something happened this weekend that I thought was absolutely amazing. Fairway to Hell.
I did see Fairway.
You did see Fairway to Hell, right? Okay, yeah. I was going to say.
Are you talking about Darby Allin versus Pac?
Darby Allin versus Pac. What a fucking! They understood the assignment there.
It was
a bizarre wrestling match in a bizarre arena for wrestling. that just does everything like, this was back in the day when WCW used to, like, a first episode of Nitro was in the Mall of America.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me going back to like the matches on the cruise ship, Jericho's cruise, or like the Mall of America. So for anyone who hasn't seen it, it was called, what was it, Fairway to Hell?
Fairway to Hell,
and
yes.
It was in a little arena, but the ring was in the middle of the arena, and next to it was like a golf green.
Yeah.
So obviously it's like on a golf course type thing.
Yeah,
but
it's an indoor golf course.
Yeah. So the last match they decided to go out the ring and just fight on the green in all the bunkers and so it was crazy.
It was good. Yeah. I thought it was really good, and I thought also probably because Backlash happened, this would be the only chance I got to talk about it.
Yeah. Don't get me. See, this is what I like about AEW. It's just sorry, dude, just kicking him. That was fantastic. That was really good.
Can I ask you? What do you think Fairway to Hell is a pun of?
I don't know. I would have thought, would it be like AC/DC, something like Highway to Hell?
Everybody has said that Fairway to Hell is a pun of Highway to Hell. But the second I saw that, I was like, no, that is a pun of Fairway to Hell. No, Stairway to Heaven. That's the pun.
Oh, maybe.
And the only reason
it was
why
a good
I'm saying
title
that,
for it's better than Great Balls of Fire anyway.
Yeah.
So
Great Balls of Fire could have been a great pay-per-view staple. It could have been. If they stuck with the theme.
See, I miss the old WWE ones. Unforgiven, No Mercy. Half of them are like fucking 2-bit NXT shows now, aren't they?
When they used to make these incredible, elaborate sets for every single pay-per-view. And now they've just got the massive video wall for everything.
It's just wank. Well, so if you've taken anything away from tonight's show, is WWE's a bit wank and AEW's really good, which is
it's a thing for us.
I mean, to be honest, that might upset a few people, but you've got to have got 57 minutes into the podcast to hear that hot take anyway. So,
and tell them where they can go, Dave, if they don't like it.
Yeah, and if you don't like what I said, you can. Hopefully we'll see you in 2 weeks. But if you don't like what I said, you can fuck off.